And now watch him go. 1 log taken. 2 logs taken. 2 logs delivered. Boom, boom. This thing is going to fill up in no time. Alright everybody, hello and welcome back to another episode on Autonauts with me, Spacefish, and welcome back to our beautiful little planet. First things first, if you have not already heard me say so on stream or somewhere in my other videos, I hope that you all had a very Merry Christmas and a very, very good time and spent a lot of many happy hours with your family during those last few days. And well, I hope you're going to have a good start into the new year soon as well. But, coming back to the game, maybe, in the last episode, what we've actually taken care of here was, making some more robots right here. We actually got another 2 of these fancy MK2 bots going to further automate some of our production process right here and work on getting an automated bot assembly line going. And that is very much what we are going to continue with today. If we get to it, we will also probably look at all this stuff going on down here because, well, we've been quite low on logs. We've been quite low on all these materials in general, because like the bots are pulling those like crazy for this assembly line. So being able to actually pull some more wood would be absolutely glorious, because currently we're very much lacking it, as you can see. I mean, like our huts up there aren't even being reconstructed anymore due to us not having any logs remaining. And as much as I do like to help out here every now and again, I think in the long run this must be self-sustainable, so we will either just add more bots to the mix to do all this, or we will upgrade the existing ones, or do a bit of both. We will kind of see, but we do need to take some measures to push this stuff a little bit more forward. Now you can see I'm just kind of, you know, helping out here for a quick minute to ensure that this is sort of spooling up a tad bit again and things are rolling out there, because we will very much need some on-top bots for ourselves right here. Now, what we have automated thus far should be, I think all these 4 things. I'm not quite sure where my 2 bots are. One of them is waiting right here for a frame. Now, where the other one's chilling at, who really knows? I think he may be waiting for poles right there. So, let's give him some. I suppose we'll just move some of their stuff right over, basically. And, yeah, so all this stuff here is basically automated now up until the gears and the panels and everything else. So, what we will, first things first, maybe need to check is if there is anything else that we need to take care of. The crewed wheels would very much be such a thing, but I don't think that that is most likely going to be the first thing that we are going to automate from our side anyway. So, maybe fine the way that it is for the time being. What we will need to do, though, one way or another, is going to be to lay out some of the flooring, at least for the flooring design out here, because I do want to match what we did here at the left and kind of just pull that over, right? So we are going to do something a little like this. 3, then comes the extra field, and here comes the storage once more. Now we do 1, 2, 3, here comes an extra field, and there comes the storage once more, basically. So those here are going to be the flooring parts that we kind of need to lay down already. Holy moly, that's a lot of tree seeds. That we will need to lay down already on our own. And to be quite fair, that is already quite the mega job, given that you need a log for every single one of those pieces, which I still find to be quite incredible, to be totally honest with you also. Oh, whoa, how did I not notice that? I don't know. We need to take care of that now. Well, after getting rid of that log. Let's go and see. I think you are the one recharging people, right? Yes, he is. Okay, we're going to just help him quickly with this task at hand and make sure that that food is going to flow in again, because that is, of course, very, very important for us to keep going, which is wading through the water instead of going around the outside a bit faster. Seriously, mate. That just doesn't make any sense whatsoever, does it? But yeah, so gonna have to lay down a whole lot of logs right there. I don't think I'm gonna do it all. We're just kind of gonna do it step by step. So I'm gonna quickly throw down like another few just to get things going. And then I'll be right back with you. Alright, and we're back for a bit of an intermediate session. As you can see, we got a little badge right here. For 2,000 trees chopped down, not the happiest record in the world, I guess. I did kind of think there was maybe going to be something happening there. That's why I pulled you all back out of this, but I guess there's not. Now, well, that is what it is then, I suppose. In the meanwhile, I've kind of realized that I did a little bit of a building mistake here, so I've rectified some things. Move that thing one over. We've got 1, 2, 3 space. Okay, no, that thing's right. 1, 2. I'm confused. So then we've got 1, 2, 3. This and that goes there, and that little part, yeah. So that should be the way that things are going. Had kind of misplaced things from the start there. Maybe some of you had already seen that. Well, that's now fixed. I guess I'm going to finish this one off with you all real quick, because honestly, I mean, it's just literally throwing a few planks at it and hopping on top of things. I have in the meanwhile also tried to supply these guys a bit more with poles and stuff from the excess that is flying around down there, so that we can keep the inflows of like panels and everything going a bit more consistently for our future bots that we are soon to make, or well, that respectively some bots are soon going to manufacture for us. So I will go and grab another 2 fixed planks, and then we can keep going down here and actually move things about the place a tad bit. Also recharge this guy a bit, because I'm quite sure he's not in any sort of recharging position, well, area of any other bot. Now this thing we're then going to go and move to over there, which kind of means that we do actually... Why did I not? I'm so confused. Okay, we need to do the flooring layout a bit more properly, ideally. So this thing is going down here. Now, what we also are going to need for future reference is going to be a flooring piece down there, of course, for that workbench whenever we've completed that flooring right there. But for now, we're going to focus on this part, because honestly, I mean, I've spammed out enough logs for the day already, I feel. We're going to go and throw that thing down right there. We're going to go and schedule... Wait, actually, that could be wrong. The question is, what do we need to store the bot components now? I mean, the bot storage, of course, is probably for, like, bots done with final assembly and all, right? So I'm kind of wondering now if we do need the crates. I guess there's only one way to find out. We're going to do crates for now. We do have them as surplus anyway, so no need to build anything. And then we can, I guess, somewhat go from there. What we are going to need, though, we're going to need a tree seed storage here for the bot heads. We also probably want to find out if that's just for the bot heads or for something else. Well, gonna have to find out more about that in just a second. We also do need even more poles, which is really kind of painful, I have to admit. We gotta work on this entire log thing. We are vastly outrunning our production of like logs and tree seeds and all with our kind of current needs now. But yeah, so the bot head is going to go in there. That is going to work. We're going to be able to store 40, which is quite a lot. Really quite a lot, but you know, at least, you know, I guess we're going to have a bit of surplus right there. So this thing we're of course going to upgrade, which needs 4 logs again. You have to be absolutely out of your mind. Where's the guy collecting these all? Is he still working? Are we out of power down there again? Is that my recharging bot? I guess it is, right? Let's go and take care of him real quick. Zerp, zerp. Okay, cool. Beautiful. So, God, 8 panels. And oh, the square frames are going to be an issue. So I mean, kind of instantly using them for the panel production. And the craziest part is, I mean, 8 panels, that's just as many as we have. Well, I mean, there's a few surplus there, but... really, it's not a lot. I mean, well, we're gonna need to do that one more time all over again. God, okay. Really not great. Really not great, I have to say. That said, I mean, we do at least have this little guy down there that we can slowly start considering to employ him on some sort of job. So we should probably find out which one that ought to be. First things first, I'm going to go grab all these panels flying around on the floor right there. Throw them on there. 8 panels. I mean, come on, that is expensive. Jeez, man. That is quite insane, I do have to say. Maybe we do also have to consider to kind of take care of the overall production needs down there a bit earlier than I thought, honestly. I mean, we're really struggling with the amount of material that we have inflowing currently, especially given that I don't have a single surplus frame currently, because the panels are just so far behind. Now, what we could do, for example, is like throw a few of these right there so the pole bot works a bit faster, I guess. But in general, I mean, we're gonna not be able to keep up with things like this, I suppose. So maybe we just reuse this bot for like the wood production down there. But to be quite honest with you, I'm just not entirely sure. I mean, this whole operation down here would need so many Mark II bots. It's kind of hard to think I'd just be pulling that all off in the matter of seconds. But I think we kind of need to pull that one off, because this here is just, like, not working as is. Okay. The question is, how do we want to do this? I think what we're going to do is we're going to grab this little guy, and we're going to use him for log collection. Now, that means we actually have to click the right buttons, as per usual. I'm not sure if maybe he has enough space to carry too. I kind of would love to see he does. I'm kind of unsure he does, though. Oh, wow. Okay, so research complete on the overall cooking thing. We need to take care of that in a second, too. We can maybe see once he's picked up his first log. First things first, let's configure him like this, I guess. And then we're kind of going to go from there. Well, I guess we could also try it out like that. And just let him carry too. Not sure that's going to work, but, can I duplicate a oh. Let's redo the entire thing, shall we? Okay, so, we're going to start it with one. We're going to start it with one, and then we're going to go from there. Repeat that, we will have to kind of alter the area, and we're going to make the area bigger than the trees this time around, because we finally can, and that means that we're not going to have to leave any excess trees around the outsides right there. So, that should be his job. Let's get him going on that, and then we're just going to pause him the second he's got a... Oh my... Did you see how fast he is? Oh, he can... Oh. Okay, he can have 2. And he's like 15 times faster than the other bot. I mean, it's great, you know? It's really great because we can so crazily scale our production like this. And we really need to scale our production like that as well, right? The issue being, we just don't have the materials to scale the production that makes the materials. If that makes any sense. So, yeah. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do this, and we're going to do that, and we're just going to repeat it, basically, and then we're going to move things around a bit in here, okay? So, basically, we just do this twice. Now, we go find the nearest log in, blah, 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 move to log, pick up log, find nearest log in, move to log, pick up log. Right, so he finds 2 logs that he picks up individually, he moves to the log storage once, and adds to the log storage twice, and then we repeat that. I think that is the way that will have to work, and we will, of course, kind of reconfigure this, well, very nice and generously around the area, so that there's definitely not going to be a log that slips through, and then we get going. And now watch him go. 1 log taken. 2 logs taken. 2 logs delivered. Boom, boom. This thing is going to fill up in no time. And, well, I mean, maybe we can now reuse the other guy. This one right there, whenever we actually get to work with him to, like, knock down trees or something. No. Ow. I can't select him from that. Maybe I can. Okay, stop. Okay, you are going to delete everything that you're doing. You will change professions. Just come with me here for a second. Okay, now you stop. First things first, I'm going to go grab you an axe. Boom. Now, I'm going to go and grab... Oh, wait, no. Wait. That's the wrong thing to do. No, that's also the wrong thing to do. Okay. So first things first, I'm going to grab the axe for myself, right? Because I'm going to need to teach him and we don't need to pull 2 out of the storage and have nowhere to put the other one. So, we are going to go knock down a tree. Knock, 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 and blap. Cool. Then, going to redefine your search area. Well, basically to your maximum, which is also the maximum for all the other bots working on this sort of stuff. And we're going to repeat. And that's it. That's what you're going to be doing, my mate. And now, you get an axe. Boom. Cool. So now we've got a guy transporting these away faster. You've got a guy knocking down extra trees. I'm kind of hoping that already solves our issue. Now, I'm not too optimistic regarding that, to be honest. Because I do feel that we may end up in a situation where either we're not able to dig up the tree trunks fast enough, despite us having 2 bots technically that do that, to my knowledge, or plant trees fast enough. So we'll have to see about that part. I don't know. We'll see just how well that works out for us, I guess. Hopefully it works out very nicely. But who really knows? Now, on the other hand side, I would really also need to collect some tree seeds, ideally. Now, the tree seed thing I'm a bit careful about, let's say, because we do kind of need the tree seeds to replant trees. So maybe the more sensible thing would be to have 2 bots running around up here. One just knocking away on a tree constantly, and the other one constantly collecting tree seeds and putting them into a storage somewhere down here for us. I think like that may be the better way to go, to be quite honest with you. So we'll have to see about that one way or another. I'm going to build flooring. I know we don't need flooring, but I kind of just like having it there anyways, to, you know, make things more consistent. Wow. Look at the amount of logs that we have instantly. That is crazy. As I said, I mean, it remains to be seen if that speed can be upheld, but maybe it will be. Would be beautiful. For now, though, at least that should kind of keep the inflows going a bit better. That is, if more of the poles made were put into the actual storage as well. Which is kind of a bit of an everlasting issue too. I'm kind of wondering if I'm even pulling off this stash right here at all. Otherwise, I guess I may as well just tell this guy to store all of them. But, like, I don't know. If we are or if we're not pulling off that stash for any other productions, it's a good question, I guess. For now, there's 22 poles right there, so, you know, that should keep things rolling for a tad bit, I hope. Now, this panel guy, we're basically just going to keep rolling for now, because we don't even have a bot automatically doing the bot head Mark 2s for us yet, so we don't really need to finish that thing right there just yet. What we do want to do, though, is we're going to take care of a bit of a tree seed storage down here. So this thing is going to require from us planks and poles, which means a tad bit of running back and forth for a quick second. Don't want to take off that necessarily. Well, I will have to in a second. I don't have the balls for this. I don't like it. I really don't. I wish I just had as many Mark II bots as I ever wanted, but unfortunately that is very far from the reality currently. Difficult. very, very difficult, this, at the moment, the whole resource stuff, you know? When we initially built this whole, like, log pole plank thing, I thought this was going to last us forever. It was just, like, so much flowing in, I never, ever, ever thought that that could even be close to scarce at some point, but now, well, now you see where we're at, right? What we could do is have a look at this one basic bot workbench real quick. What do we again need for a Mark? Okay, so we could do like 2 Mark 1 bots real quick. I think we are going to do that. Just for the sole purpose of grabbing tree seeds from up here for our automated production. I don't think we really necessarily need Mark 2s for that. So we're just going to take that approach. And that way we can at least already take care of this stuff flowing in. Because, I mean, that's going to be quite important in the very end for our production purposes. Yeah, and if we've already got that going for when we've got another Mark II bot to fill into this role, that's beautiful. I would have loved to stuff the other Mark II bots into that, but honestly, there is no chance in the world, unfortunately. I really needed some down here, and honestly, I mean, you can see just how much it has helped. We've got so many logs again. We've got everything like rebuilt up here, like everything's instantly getting fixed, and we've got all the poles and all the planks coming in. It's just a lot better, you know. We do need this stuff to just kind of get going a bit faster now, so that we can actually work with the materials we have. And as much as I would have loved to just make more and more Mark II bots to get this thing thrusting up there, I think getting like the front end of that whole production chain a bit more up to snuff was the more important part right there for the time being. Now let me go and keep those poles flowing into here before we run out again. Wait, let me grab 2 of these because I will need 2 of these for myself. And we're going to do 1, throw the other one in there, get another 2 planks. I also have to say, I'm draining the plank storage quite good with all my projects right here, but I mean, to be fair, it's very necessary to get that going too. So what we will then need is going to be the drives, for which we will need 2 logs, and 2 planks and 2 poles, and then that should also be good to go. Another thing that I would actually really like would be to get that backpack thing going that we sort of researched earlier. It would be absolutely nice to have that just so I can carry like 2 different materials around with me at the same time. Because I mean, 1 backpack slot isn't really cutting it for me, given like the amount of stuff that I usually need. I mean, I never need like 1 plank or 1 pole or something, right? The thing that I need is 2 planks, 2 poles, stuff like that. So if I just had another backpack slot with that little upgrade, that would actually probably be quite helpful. So I would like to get that going ideally. Another thing that I'm actually kind of remembering now, we haven't yet defined a new research, which could be quite wasteful. So let's go and do that. Out here, the question is, what do we want? I don't even have half the stuff or the ability to use it yet, so I'm thinking we may do something like stone shaping or basic flooring or something like that. Farming technology, maybe. Clay pots. I mean, clay and pots seems like you would need it for this cooking technology stuff. We don't have clay yet, so we can't do that. We don't have cotton yet. Cereal I technically had, but I'm not too mega interested. Basic walls, stone. Let's do simple stone shaping for now. So that is going to be one of these little stonies. Let's predefine it here first. So simple stone shaping we would like. Grab a stone, throw it out there. Boop. And now we can continue researching, actually using that colonist wolf, which is great. Look at this pile, by the way, of bot parts. Can I move that into my backpack? I can. So, yeah, I mean, that was kind of the idea, right? But you see, even here, the thing is, I mean, yeah, now the backpack is sort of useful, because I can just do two of the same parts, and then 1 of these parts, and then, again, 2 of the same parts, and 1 of these parts. So in this case, it works. But had I had 2 slots, that would be even nicer, to be fair. So, yeah, I don't know. I kind of want that. We will maybe have to quickly find out later as well what we do need for that exactly. But, that said, let's go and throw this thing onto here. That thing onto here. That thing onto there. And get going. And then, well, we kind of can just continue the same deal. Get another bot going. And that should be at least the basic setup for the tree seed thing. Now, of course, we could get a bot that will replace the hammers for us. So we could get bots that recharge those bots and all. That is all something that we will do. For the time being, though, the important task at hand is going to be to at least get things going. I'm going to just tell them to slam away at this one because it's somewhat close, at least, to where we want to put things. Just donk, donk, donk. Use item held, mallet, repeat. Done. Have fun, mate. Now, we can grab the other one. Record. You will grab whatever tree seed you find. Grab whatever other tree seed you find. Can you grab 3? Should be able to grab 3, right? Can you grab 4? Maybe. Technically that's minus 2 KB, I know, but what we can do is remove the move to tree seed storage. I do still have a brain upgrade here that I don't need for anything else. So I think it's honestly quite fine. We're not going to care about the areas because it's all going to just fall down in that area too, in that area anyways. So if we do repeat here, we're at minus 2 KB. I think, technically this one was giving 2 KB, right? Where's my... Wait, did I not just pick it up? Oh, I let it fall again, okay. Is that going to be sufficient for you, mate? It is! Wait, it even gives them 4 KB. That was a crude upgrade, right? That was a crude up... Wait, that gives 4. Well, not all too terrible at all. And his maths is already gone. Maybe we do need a bot that replaces its tools. But at the very least, we've got the collection now going. We've got the malleting going. We will need a bot that replaces its tools, I feel. And maybe also one that recharges. So a bit of work to do there still. But that's fine. I think that's just going to give us some time for the production to catch up here in the meanwhile, to stack things a bit more full with all the stuff necessary. And well, this guy's still going strong. It's absolutely beautiful. And then at the very least, you know, we have a lot of stuff already good to go for us when we come back in order to go and make some more Mark II bots and get this entire thing done. So I'm very happy with the progress. I think next episode then we'll get back to finishing this chain up here, and afterwards we will probably look at getting the good bot workbench out here going, or maybe at least another Mark II bot or 2, getting the bot head Mark II coming off, get more bot components coming off of the assembly line slowly but surely, and we also still have to automate the crude wheel. So there's a lot on the checklist still for all this, I can assure you. But we will continue working on it, and at least we've got some more logs now flowing in. So quite happy with that at the very least, and we'll move on from here. Before today, I'm going to have to end it off right here. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. As usual, if you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below. That does always help out the channel a ton. And if you're new around here and haven't done so just yet, also please consider subscribing right down below, as well as hitting that bell icon in order to stay up to date on all the future upcoming episodes. But with all that out of the way then, as usual everybody, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I will catch you in the next episode very, very soon. Ciao.